But 창고 같은 데서 이제 녹음을 해요. 저게 녹말가루예요. 녹말가루.
Foley is the art of sound. It's creating sounds in sync with what's happening on screen.
폴리라고 하죠.
The art of Foley goes back to the old radio days where you would see the sound guys with their clumping with their coconut.
폴리라는 이름이 왜 저렇게 지어졌냐면 그러니까 맨 처음에 무성 영화가 나왔죠. 찰리 채플린. 그 후에는 이제 이렇게 같이 동시로 집어넣는 것을 했어요. 그때 잭 폴리라는 사람이 음향을 좀 더 리얼하게 넣자. 그래서 말발굽 소리라든지 기차 소리라든지 이런 것들을 모두 손으로 저렇게 다 창조해서 만들어낸 소리 때문에 이제 폴리 아티스트라고 해요. 우리나라에는 그렇게 많지는 않아요. 근데 이제 외국에서는 굉장히 많이 쓰죠. 네, 주세요.
This is what we use for horse hooves. They're plungers.
잘 보세요. 잠시만요. 저기서 이제 말발굽 소리가 나는데 화장실 뚫어뻥이 있잖아요. 그거를 막대기를 빼가지고 거기에 덕테이프를 붙여서 그거 가지고 말발굽 소리를 냅니다. 보세요.
Tape. And here we go. Jack Foley came in and he thought, if I do those sounds in sync with the picture, I've just taken a whole step out.
Jack Foley's legacy in sound began in the 1920s as talkies swept Hollywood. Ever since, the reproduction of sound effects added to film in post-production is called the art of Foley.
The Foley stage consists of different surfaces.
This is walking on leaves or in a forest.
저거 테이프인데 아시죠? 테이프. 발자국 소리 내요.
For snow, what we normally use is regular play sand. And then to add to that, sometimes you hear that familiar crunch, which we use cornstarch.
녹말가루.
Your ear hears snow, but in actuality, it's sand.
저렇게 해서 이제 소리를 만들어내죠.
It's almost like a prop
저렇게
house.
다 쓰고
We have
있어요.
collected different things because everything here should make a sound. Here's a classic squeaky hinge. Pine cones can be used for cracking ice.
저거는 이제 얼음 깨는 소리를 낼 때.
You have the three people that are on the stage, the mixer and the two Foley artists, which it's important that you have a team that's cohesive.
You know, something's cracking, popping, I know what it is.
Is it this? Sometimes it takes a little trial and error to see what works best.
We have a streamer that goes across the screen, and when the streamer gets to the end, that tells us when that sound should start.
여기를 이렇게 보시면 잠깐만요.
It's an interesting dance.
여기를 잘
There's
보시면
really nothing that
여기 왜 아까 파란 색깔 줄이 이렇게 지나갔죠? 네, 스크린에. 그러니까 아무 때나 이 소리를 내는 게 아니고 그게 사인이에요. 그래서 아까 믹스 하시는 분, 저기 스크린에 보고 계시는 분이 어디서부터 어디까지 소리를 내달라 하면 이분들이 이제 흔들어서 소리를 내는 거예요. 그때가 들어가고 왜냐하면 또 대화가 들어갈 수 있고 음악이 또 들어갈 수 있거든요. 그래서 그게 이제 사인이라고 하죠. 네, 다시 주세요.
we can't do here imagination-wise.
Right now, we're in the control room, and it's where I mix. And I listen to them performing to the picture. I try not to look at them because I really don't want to see what they're using. I want to see how it sounds.
All sound is two elements hitting one another.
With rain, if it's hitting a puddle or if it's hitting someone's face, that's all going to sound different. So those are very specific little things that we have to watch and look at. Okay, Rachel.
Here we go.
장화에 떨어지는 저 소리에 또 빗소리하고 나뭇잎이하고
Wind is
다
interesting
섞은
because
거죠.
it's usually what the wind is blowing through.
Allison's going to use the Batman cape to create the sails, and I'm going to create the boat actually going through the water. Okay, let's go.
If we're doing a boat going through waves, we would use the big tub that we have to get that slapping sound. We're churning up the water a lot in the tub with our hands.
It's a lot of sound, like a lot of things artistic, is very subjective. So I have to make the judgment call. There's a great moment when you get the perfect sound, and they don't always know it, but I do.
How was that, Mary Jo?
Sounded great.
Where there are multiple weather elements involved, we might do all the specific things first, and then go back and do maybe a general